Hi everyone. Hi. It's just me, Audrey Elaine again. I hope everyone had a wonderful day today. I know I did. It was a really truly blessed day. Um, yeah, I said that I'm going to try to make sure I come on every day to just give you guys updates. Um, so not too much happened today, but just living in the grateful moment of the day and just being aware and alert of some things of it's very hard to explain it because when you're living in a comfort and a peace, how do you describe that? I mean, you really can't describe it. It's just a calmness, a stillness, a comforting thing. I mean, wow. So I wanted to get on because consistency is a great thing to have. That's how you know when you are moving forth and you learn from being consistent in things. So I was able to talk to the person I call my IT guy to help me kind of figure the YouTube thing out. Um, so I was able to kind of get a little bit more things going. Like I told you, I will be educating myself as much as I can, reaching out to people, asking for the help, taking the help. So there is a couple questions I would like to ask people. If you can not only subscribe to the page, I am really wanting to ask some people who probably went through a divorce themselves of what are some steps that you took to um, go through it. And I'm not sitting there like saying, oh, I'm good, I got it. I have been feeling a really good peace. I am, I'm not heartbroken about the divorce. You know, it's like I want it. It's like, the only thing that I have to make sure that um, I'm doing and being aware of is how to go about it for my children. Um, and just talking with them, you know, we knew this process was going to come. It wasn't, what happened within my marriage. We knew that this was going to come. My children knew all of this, but just making sure that they're going to be okay, you know. And my children are super strong. Like, I mean, I admire them because they can handle some things that, you know, I overthinking that, oh, this is going to be a lot, trying to stay strong, you know, and not do too much crying. I mean, they see me cry because I'm at a point now where I'm not going to just go up in my room and, you know, mask it and hide it so they can't see it. Like, no, crying in front of them and being angry in front of them. Like, I'm like, I apologize to you guys, but I'm going to be real. Like, it's a lot, but I had to stop it in some ways because I still have to be a mother and be courteous of their feelings and how everything is affecting them. It's not all about me, so I am asking people who've been through this, you know, shoot Audrey Lane over some comments. I'm going to read them on how do you get through this. Like, let's help one another in this. You know, I'm not by myself. You're not by yourself. So let's do it. You know, I been just really, lately for a while now, trying to get things in order um, for my household, like trying to create different incomes, for us, different means of how I can provide. And it's so funny when, well, not funny, but it's so eye opening to me when you just don't have to really focus on any of that, and just let God do it, because He's been talking to me and just letting me know certain things in certain areas I need to kind of move in, and certain areas where I just need to stay put. So it's been really good for me, you know. Um, Man, I like the. I don't even know, like, me talking about my marriage. I don't want this channel to be all about it. It's just right now I'm going through this period, and that's what being Audrey Lane is, like, my life. I'm putting it out there. It's going to be times where it may be some crying. Hey, I'm not going to front like I'm not going to do it, because a girl will cry. A girl will cry. But I thank God that I am ready to go through emotions that I used to hide from. So I'm trying to get a lot of knowledge right now, talking with people who um, actually been really great. Like, I call them my benefactors. Like, they've been really, I've been getting a lot out of these men and women who, you know, I thought that, I don't want to be a victim. Don't look at me as a victim. And one of them came and said to me, just hearing how you're talking now from 2 months ago, I told you God was going to, she said it a little bit like this, and he said it a little bit like this. God is going to give you some strength. You already have it in you. You just got to know it. Like, you talking totally different than how you were a couple of months ago. And it was so funny because we view things one way and people see it how they see it. And it's weird, but then not weird, because what somebody sees, you can see things differently. Basically, they can see it one way and you see it another. But going into my own story and everything, me living it, at first I was just putting up blinders, just worried about what I'm going through. And I had to, like, ask God to put down and take down walls that was up, so that I can release stuff out of me that I didn't really need. And He's been doing that, so I've been able to see areas where people are saying now that, girl, you're super strong in. And I almost was like, I didn't want to kind of say it in some ways, because it becomes that pride that you don't kind of want to have. You don't want to have that pride, because having pride, and it's two different ways of it, a couple different ways of it. That pride, like, oh, I'm good, I'm better than that, and da, da, da. God will show you, let me knock you down and put something in you, because you're going about it in a boastful, prideful way. You're big headed. I don't want that. My pride was getting in the way of where it was like I was trying to keep up a facade, an image, that, my house is good. Like, I live in a house where my circumstances are, if you see it from the outside, you be like, oh, they're good over there. And I always would say is, stop paying attention to the picture and pay attention to the frame. You know, or the other way. Don't pay attention to the well, I am saying it right, the frame. And the frame for me is how, like, God is holding my family together. You know, he is really truly doing some things in us. Um, and I am so grateful. Like, I'm telling you, like, man, I know, sorry guys, that's my business line. Um, I know that things have been changing for me because I used to feel a little bit like, I don't know if you could say weakened or not a purpose in the area when I truly have been, and it's been awesome. It's been great for me. Um, I, man, when I tell you today has been like really awesome. It's been like every day kind of before, but the circumstances around it is that now I can honestly, it's a comforting thing for me with this divorce. Oh my goodness, it's like, man, man, am I so ready for it? And especially talking with my children and knowing that, they're like, Mom, we good. You good? Mom, we good. You good? It's like, okay, let's go. Let's go with this. Let's go with it. You know, you bear with me if things get kind of hectic and crazy, but we gonna get this done because where God is taking us is amazing. You know, my daughter said something to me not that long ago about just, Mom, if you just know where God is about to take you. Now, mind you, my daughter actually moved out a while ago. She's actually about to move back in, but we talk every day, every night. She's like one of my last phone calls at night because just so we can touch base, so we can communicate with one another. I need to know where she is. Like I tell my children, I need to know where you are so I know where you're not. You know, and she was telling me like how what God has for us and for me and where she sees me going. And it's hard sometimes, or maybe as a parent, we may not always look at our kids encouraging us. We always look at it like we got to encourage them. We got to be the one giving them everything and pouring into them and doing more. And even with how I was, in the past with my children, I'm grateful that I have the relationship that I have with them, that we are able to talk and communicate, because it wasn't always like that, and is it like that every day? We have bumps, but let me tell you, it's so good to deal with these bumps, where before I used to like just not deal with them because it was not necessarily uncaring. It was, I would handle them in an improper way, of because I just didn't know how to deal with them or really wanted to put them as the forefront. So basically, like, not being a great parent, not being a great mom. So now I make sure that, I communicate with my children. It may be harsh, it may be hard at times, but I try to communicate with them and have what they have to say be something that I definitely listen to and communicate with them about, you know. So again, I am really trying to get people to actually communicate within this page with me. I'm asking for help. How can help me in these issues, and maybe I can be, not maybe, I can definitely be of help to you. That's one of the reasons why I said I was going to do this channel and do everything from day one when it comes to this divorce, because I wanted people to know that you can get through this. It's going to be something that's going to be an up and down thing, but you'll live. You'll get through it. You know, I was at work today and I listened to a couple songs that I wish I would name, but everybody's telling me is watch when you name stuff because you don't own rights. But I was listening to my worship music, and I will praise, dance, and give God glory no matter where I am. You know, you can't stop the spirit. You can't. You can't live up. This is not the appropriate place right now for it. You know, it's appropriate. If the spirit comes to you, you got to do it. You fall right in line with it. You don't run from it. Man, so many years I had feelings and everything that I know now was the spirit, was God talking to me. But I didn't know it then because I wasn't a great communicator, not just with people here in the earthly form, with God as well. You know, so my relationship with him has truly, truly gotten me better. Yes, it truly gotten me better, and it's gotten me open to communicate with him, because like I said, I used to yell, not talk with. I used to like yell at. So I am looking for help. So if you are watching and you know someone who can offer the help, even if it's not you, tell them, hey, it's this girl. She needs some help. She's going through this. Subscribe to her channel, watch it, comment, because this girl is really putting herself out there. She really is going through some things, and she needs help. And you kind of went through, a situation. Maybe you can be a service to her. Maybe you can help her. Maybe she might help you. She's doing things maybe a little bit different than how you did them. So I probably will get back on later tonight, only because I am about to get off to, handle some more things that I gotta get done. But I wanted to definitely get on and stay committed to it. Stay committed to the fact that I said I was going to do something. So I'm going to show up so God can show out and come through me. I when I really tell you this, it's a big leap for me. It really is, because I love to talk, but it was a weird kind of talk, like not having confidence talk, just saying what I thought people would want me to say, or let me fit in with this conversation, or not say anything at all. And now I'm free falling out there. I'm out there like just doing it, and it's just amazing. you know I, Man, it's amazing to I am feeling for like the first time of a cover being off me. A cover of unhealthiness, a cover of trying to live a fake life. I am so willing to just be at peace and let God take over my life. And I had someone say to me, you're living this holier than thou type life. Somebody tell me what that is. Holier than thou. Really, really, I am asking you. Because is it where you think I'm living like this fake life? But I also know that it comes from someone right now who, it's okay if you don't get where I'm coming from or know what's going on with me. It's not for you. It's truly God. I can truly say it is God coming out of me. And sometimes when you grow, the ground around you gets uncomfortable and it gets broken up. Because no matter what, when you got God, He's pushing you up and He's strengthening you. And that ground breaks. And this person who I thought was a foundation part for me and was a part of my growth, really, the ground around you is a part of the growth. But sometimes that dirt has to be separated and stayed right there where it is. Because not everybody is a part of that growing thing. It helps you grow, but they're not supposed to be, as you continue to grow, they are supposed to stay in the area. And this is not talking down, and I hope it's not talking down, because I'm not trying to talk down. But sometimes not everybody is supposed to be a part of your growth and go where you're going. And especially, if God is doing it. There's always seasons for everybody. There's seasons now. We know that. We all learn that in school. And sometimes seasons can be a day, a minute, an hour, a month, years. It's how it goes, how God has it to be. So I am so grateful right now to be living a life of just, man, peace. Peace. I used to be like, oh my goodness, it's so quiet. I gotta be doing something. I gotta be watching something. I gotta be playing a game or doing something with my life. I gotta be doing something this moment. Let me tell you how good it is to just sometimes sit still and be in peace and not have to be always feeling like you gotta be moving. There is a such thing as just staying still. So this is just probably part one of today, which is May 25th, 2021. I possibly will get back on tonight. Because you ever just feel something and you instantly have to go with it. I wanted to be consistent and go with it. But I got a flow for tonight that I probably going to bring out. Not probably, I am going to bring out for you guys. Because I have a lot more to say. But I'm going to get off of right now and possibly get back on. And I hope to see you guys there. So I love you. I love myself. And more importantly, I love God forever and always. So thank you guys so much for subscribing and watching and being a part of. Thank you so much. And I will be back on. Peace. Rain baby.